The stated mission of the St. Kitts tourism is that, and I quote, to provide a consistently outstanding visitor experience through the sustainable development of the human, natural, and cultural resources of St. Kitts in order to maximize opportunity, prosperity, and quality of life for present and for future generations of all citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. Globally, tourism is a major economic driver. According to the 2017 annual report prepared by the World Travel and Tourism Council, in the Caribbean alone, the direct contribution of travel and tourism to GDP was US dollars $17.9 billion, 4.7% of GDP in total in 2016. And it's forecast for 2017 to rise by some 4% to $26.7 billion, or 5.7% of GDP in 2017. The projections for tourism's total job employment potential in the Caribbean over the next 10 years are equally impressive, contributing some 2.9 million jobs, or 5.8% of total employment by 2027. St. Kitts and Nevis, we are now preparing, and if I dare say, we are well on our way to being a part of that bright and promising future of jobs and decent livelihoods for our citizens earned from tourism. The number of ships in recently and what we stand to earn for this year, we expect a projected 569 cruise ship calls, 569 cruise ship calls for 2017-2018, bringing some 1.5 million visitors by way of cruise to our shores. We have a packed season right down until April of 2018. And earlier this month, the elite Condé Nast traveler featured St. Kitts, the only Caribbean island to have been featured, in an article entitled Best Places to Travel in December. And we received no fewer than 15 other accolades in reviews by USA Today, the Wall Street Journal, US News, World Report, Coastal Living, just to name a few. I want to point out to you today that it is by no mere coincidence. At the Ministry of Tourism and the SKTA, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, we are actively pursuing strategic and a planned agenda to add value to our tourism product so it is competitive while being sustainable. 2017 has been designated, as you would appreciate, the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development by the World Tourism Organization, the UNWTO. And we have been hard at work ensuring that we live the message through a number of training and education initiatives for public and private sector stakeholders, and of course, our youth, our future workforce. Taking a proactive approach, we administered in St. Kitts a resident satisfaction survey in July of this year, capturing the voices, the concerns, the perspectives of 320 respondents. The results that we derived will prove useful and inform our policy-making decisions. In December, that's a few days from now, we are collaborating with the Caribbean Tourism Organization, the CTO, to host a very timely, climate-smart, sustainable tourism forum, bringing together well over 150 persons, both local, regional, and international participants from both public and private sector tourism entities, and providing what I would consider an unparalleled opportunity for collaboration and discussion on sustainable destination management and climate change mitigation. These are but some of the ways in which we are preparing here in St. Kitts to get our slice of the projected pie as outlined for the Caribbean by the WTO. And today, we are celebrating yet another milestone. And I pause just to say, please give the Minister colleague, Ian Patches-Liebert, a round of applause. Because yesterday was another milestone for us, where we signed the contract to ensure that our second cruise pier becomes a reality in the not too distant future. Today we are celebrating yet another milestone on our tourism journey. It is the official launch of two very important documents that will guide our efforts to diversify our economies and to enhance our tourism sector, as recommended for the Caribbean countries by a 2014 study conducted by ECLAC. One area identified for special focus was the yachting and the marina services, a subsector which is widely regarded as having significant and substantial potential. And according to Dr. Len Ishmael, the former ambassador to the Eastern Caribbean States Mission, the local yachting sector is a niche market which is ripe for investment and offers an avenue through which we can promote our federation and attract new business, a new generation of tourists who are looking for something new and somewhere different, people with disposable incomes and who are not shy about spending on the finer things of life. Considering our natural endowments, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is equally confident that our nation is naturally positioned to take advantage of this niche market and has identified the yachting sector as a strategic priority area for development. When one considers too that in the medium to the long term, the establishment of marinas such as what we have in the background here today, berthing facilities and boatyards, it translates into economic spin-offs that pay dividends not only for our local entrepreneurs, ancillary businesses, but it also has implications for improved standards of living for our citizens and an enhanced profile and attraction for St. Kitts and Nevis as a premier yachting destination to host regattas, boat shows, and a number of other marine-related annual activities. The potential for exposure of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is enormous. Let me provide to you just a brief synopsis of our journey so far to establish a world-class, competitive, and sustainable yachting sector. It began with the commissioning of a yachting task force and the release of a draft yachting policy. By 2015, both the Ministry of Tourism and the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, their collaborative effort brought together some 60+ yachting sector, both public and private sector stakeholders to a yachting forum to discuss the next step in the government's thrust to develop sustainable yachting industry as part of our broader tourism product. In February of this year, the National Yachting Advisory Committee was established, and today we are here to officially launch the Yachting Strategic Plan and the Yachting Implementation Plan 2017-2022. Both plans, which are grounded in our tourism sector strategy and action plans, constitute the roadmap for the sector over the next 5 years, essentially setting forth actionable priorities and strategic plans for development of our yachting sector. It is indeed a very proud moment for me personally as a Kittian, and in my capacity as the Minister of Tourism. I am sure that all of our stakeholders from the public and from the private sector who have invested their time, their energy, and effort generously shared, and their expertise to reach to this milestone. I'm equally elated for the strides that we've made over the last 2 to 3 years. The Caribbean Yachting Ground continues to be the second most important in the world after the Mediterranean. And St. Kitts is strategically located right in the center of the primary yacht cruising grounds in the Eastern Caribbean, surrounded by Antigua, St. Martin, St. Bart's, some of the most popular yachting destinations in the region. Beyond competition then, our proximity to these nearby yachting destinations offers us an excellent opportunity to explore strategic alliances to market a range of islands as a single product, very much like the cruise lines do. We do not want to forget, however, the very reason why St. Kitts is such a rising star in the tourism world. We are one of the last pristine lands and islands with that authentic sense of place, and we are making it a top priority to maintain that type of integrity and charm that we know that we have. We are making it our business to strike the right balance between luxury and amenities and the unspoiled landscape that makes us so popular. We offer world-class dining, culture, and many of our iconic spots, such as our very own World Heritage Site, Brimstone Hill Fortress. And I believe you will attest that we have the vibes. Connecting our people and culture is so easy and enjoyable for visitors so to do. Additionally, we have strategically selected partners with whom to cultivate high-end tourism developments that appeal to visitors with high levels of disposable income. I will just mention a few. The Park Hyatt, the very first Park Hyatt in the Caribbean, located in St. Kitts. We have to give ourselves a round of applause. Then we have the U Lounge, nothing like it in the Caribbean. Again, we have to applaud ourselves because we have signature products. We also have the Christoph Harbour Marina, and we are here today. And I don't have to tell you, this is a very, very fine product we are delivering. I must say also, we have the best marina in the Caribbean, without a doubt. It has, as I understand and I'm advised, 24 slips, am I correct? Yes. And it is estimated that it can take, I believe, some of the largest yachts in the world. I hope, Ananias, when the largest one comes, you'll give all of us a call so that we can come to see the largest yacht or super yacht in the world. Behind us, we have a a very high-end customs house and immigration facility. And I'm certain the customs officers here and the immigration here, all of them may very well want to work at this site and this site alone. I can imagine. In addition to the Christophe Harbour, we have a vibrant marina both in Bastia on Port Zante and the Marina Telka in the New Guinea area, with boat yards that offers a variety of attendant services, as well as a marina on Nevis. Similarly, we have numerous popular anchorage areas just off of our shores. We are very optimistic that St. Kitts is uniquely positioned as the next best and biggest yachting destination. Thank you. After all the reports and observations from the yachting community, it is already becoming clear that St. Kitts is dressed to impress and moving forward. Here's what they are saying. Not an overcrowded scene, welcoming, gorgeous and unspoiled, off the beaten path discovery, vibrant, yet with unneeded hustle and bustle. These are aspects of our yachting industry that visitors value, and it is top priority for us to keep our tourism quality top-notch and maintain our charm. The two critical documents that we are here to officially launch today lay out some of our strategic planning priorities for yachting over the next 5 years, which include: 1, more dock and mooring space in our 3 main anchorage bays of Frigate Bay, White House Bay, and Cockleshell Bay. Developing strategic and targeted policies, for example, to incentivize local ownership and expedited imports for provisioning. 3, local workforce development to ensure wide benefits among our people within the sector. 4, we are preparing to employ a full-time yachting tourism officer in the Ministry of Tourism to oversee and support the sector development. And 5, a critical goal over the upcoming period is to strengthen our range of ancillary services that feed into the yachting sector. This involves capacity building and working to provide market access for our entrepreneurs with top quality products. At the Ministry of Tourism and the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, we are consistently partnering with our stakeholders to strengthen the linkages across goods and the services sector. All links of the tourism chain must be strong, so our yachting and tourism product can generally operate at an extremely high level. As a government, we are delivering various programs to capacity building among our agricultural sector, and for entrepreneurs offering a range of services so that they are equipped to support not only the provisioning of yachting, but the full gamut of supplies and services required and demanded in this very discerning market. This is particularly important as collectively we work to build a sustainable, competitive, first-class yachting and tourism product that fulfills our mission, which is to provide a consistently outstanding visitor experience which maximizes both opportunity, prosperity, and the quality of life for present and future generations of all citizens. To the members of the National Yachting Advisory Committee, I wish you well as you continue to meet and to deliberate on the critical matters that impact this very important sector. I have every confidence that as you implement the various programs and initiatives laid out in these documents, you will make sound, informed decisions that will be in the best interest of the people of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. I have perused both documents and plans and do look forward to your suggestions and recommendations as we chart the way forward. Thank you very much.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.